The more invisible I become, the more death I have to endure. A lady in sorrow said, sob, 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 hero chow, sob, sob, sob. Her husband said, sigh, hero, chow, may you rest in peace. Their daughter said, Grandfather Chow, do not sleep, sob, 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 please wake up. As Daojin watched from above, he said to himself, Senior sister was trapped by my barrier. He could have escaped at any time, yet he fought to the end. Interesting. This Chao Shuanglin is becoming more and more intriguing. Daoxu said, Junior brother, this person is dead. Our duel is not over yet. Daojin said, I know. Let us have another match. As he threw his watermelon, Immortal Qing Yi suddenly shouted, Enough! Daojin and Daoxu were startled. They said, Master! Immortal Qing Yi said, Daoshu, have I spoiled you too much? How dare you act so recklessly this time? Fortunately, your souls remain intact. Your actions were reckless. Come back with me. Daojin said, Understood, Master. And he said to himself, I thought he was recklessly seeking death. Could it be he intended to buy time from the start? Lucky him, he really did stall until Master arrived. Then Immortal Qing Yi said, Release. Suddenly the location changed. A man said, The snow has stopped and the ice has melted. His neighbor said, Hey, everyone come out, it is safe now. Thank you, Immortal, for your grace. Another said, Thank you, Immortal, for your grace. The little girl shouted, Big bad guys, they killed my mother. Killed Grandfather Chow, big bad guys. Her mother said, Child, hush. Daoxu looked back and said, Ignorant little brat. Immortal Qing Yi said, Let her be. Qin Shi King is the piece we place for such situations. It is his turn to act. Moreover, mortal lives are insignificant. A small favor makes them forget. Daojin said to himself, Is that really so? Publicly cursing the immortal sect, this has never happened before. The little girl shouted, When I grow up, I want to be a warrior too. Defeat you all. Daojin said to himself, It seems something is changing in the mortal world. A few moments later, Heavenly Prison Warden Qin Shi King received a letter. It said, Cover up today's murder, protect the immortal sect's name, discredit Chao Shuanglin's reputation fully. A few moments later, Minister Haiwuya said to Emperor Yongke, Your Majesty, Chao Shuanglin saved people under the sword of an immortal, truly a peerless hero. Now rumors are spreading about him, even blaming him for the disaster. Such a righteous man should not die with a tarnished name. Emperor Yongke said, I feel weary. Report again tomorrow. Minister Haiwuya said, This disaster affected hundreds. Without Chao Shuanglin, it could have been thousands. So many witnessed it firsthand. How long can your majesty shield the immortal sect? Immortals run rampant, disasters everywhere. This time it is in the capital, under your majesty's nose. Will the court retreat again? Your majesty, may I boldly ask, if we retreat step by step, when will it end? Emperor Yonghe said, Minister Haiwuya, do you recall the battle 40 years ago? The martial saint led 100,000 elites to quell the outsider chaos, but before reaching Central State, they were annihilated near Anxi City. Anxi City was razed, leaving no ruins behind. I personally witnessed the martial saint's death at the hands of an immortal. With such disparity, what can we do? Minister Haiwuya said to himself, So, you have no grand strategy to turn the tide? Then why pretend? Relying solely on the human king's sword? The uncertain human, betting the lives of all citizens. Minister Haiwuya said, Your Majesty, if we lose the people's trust, when the time comes, we may be powerless. Emperor Yong said, The people's trust, and he said to himself, Based on the South State experience, the immortal sect still fears the human king's sword. Perhaps this is a breakthrough. Moreover, if we lose the people's trust and the nation's fortune declines, then the human king's sword will. At the capital's tea house, natural residence, Jiang Chen said, Someone, convey my decree. News from the palace. Haiwuya has indeed submitted a memorial, and the 6 doors have personally visited the immortal sect. You are a step late. The authorities have already posted a notice, stating this incident was due to a duel between immortal sect disciples. Fang Yuan said, The involved cultivators have been punished by the immortal sect, confined for 10 years of reflection. Chao Shuanglin, as a selfless hero, is awarded 1,000 taels of silver. If no Chiao family descendants claim his household, the government will arrange a proper burial. The court did not cover it up as before, and the immortal sect took responsibility. This is not Emperor Yonghe's usual style. Could there be more behind this? Jiang Chen said, Ha ha ha, not everything is a conspiracy. In my view, it is simply the will of the people. The current situation is different from the past, in a different scene. Immortal Qing Yi said, "This incident is not your fault. Dao Shu will reflect in the sect for 10 years. But during this time, be more cautious and avoid mingling with mortals. Continue assisting Qin Shiking with Wan Ronghua's matters." Dao Jin said, "Understood." And he said to himself, "I witnessed the deaths of Chao Zhong and Chao Shuanglin, yet my soul-capturing technique failed twice. I wonder how many Qiao family members remain. If they are all like this, they are worth observing." At night, Qiao Mu jumped from the rooftops into the streets. As Qiao Mu leapt, a system notification said, "Death evaluation, a significant and moving death reward. Skill points, 56 points. Skill point balance, 60 points. Remaining revivals this week. 4 out of 5 vitality status, 66.6%. Qiao Mu said to himself, "Thanks, Sister Dao Shu, for the points. Next time we meet, I will send you off early, but fairness matters. I promise to clear the path for Hai Wuya and the others. Sister Dao Shu, please wait your turn. Wan Ronghua, your grandpa Qiao Senlin is here for you." As he observed from above, inside the house, Fang Fang said to Wan Ronghua, "Master, this disaster caused us significant losses." Wan Ronghua replied, "Destroyed is destroyed. What can we do? They were immortal sect members. I am more concerned about something else. It seems other Qiao family members are hiding in the capital. If they discover I sought help from the immortal sect and come knocking." Suddenly, a stone pierced the roof, and Wan Ronghua noticed the speeding rock, but it was caught before hitting. Wan Ronghua broke into a sweat and shouted, "What are you all doing? An assassin has broken in." Qiao Mu said to him, shocked and confused, "A master?" A guard pointed and shouted, "Over here, on the West Wing's rooftop." Qiao Mu said to himself, "Oops, exposed." Heavenly Prison Warden Qin Shiking suddenly jumped onto the roof. He said, "You look exactly like Qiao Zhong. You must be a Qiao family member. Perfect. Tonight I will eliminate future troubles." Qiao Mu answered, "I will return those words to you, Lord Qin. I heard Wan Ronghua has the immortal sect backing him. Lord Qin showing up here. Could it be on their orders? You are a court official, yet instead of speaking up for the people, you are acting as a lackey for the immortals. Do you not feel ashamed?" Heavenly Prison Warden Qin Shiting silently listened. He then threw back the rock from earlier. Qiao Mu said to himself, Using the same move on me? You are seriously underestimating me." But the rock suddenly curved mid-air. Qiao Mu was shocked and was hit in the face. He exclaimed, "A grade 1 warrior's divine sense is powerful enough to control objects remotely, comparable to a QI refinement cultivator's sword control. But with internal force infused in a throw, the power is not far off, just a bit less flexible." Qin Shiking said, 3,000 paths of the Tao, all leading to the same end. "Take him down." As the guards leapt toward Qiao Mu, he fled and shouted, "Huh? Lord Qin clearly has the upper hand, and you are still hiding? If you have got guts, fight me one-on-one." Qiao Mu said to himself, "Farming minions gives no score." Qin Shiking muttered to himself, clearly he could be killed with ease in a group assault, but he insists on a one-on-one just to keep up appearances as a strong fighter. Foolish. Qiao Mu said, "Fine, so that is how you want to play. Then I will go straight into phase 2. As he activated his skill, demonic blood ignition technique, one by one, he dealt with the guards on the roof. Qiao Mu then threw a guard at Qin Shiking and taunted, "You shook me? Take it back." Qin Shiking drew his sword and said, "A grade 4 warrior with such surging blood energy, not bad." He then cut the flying guard in half and charged toward Qiao Mu, stepping harder on the roof, leaping with force. He shouted, "But you are overestimating yourself. Can you not see the gap between us?" As he attacked Qiao Mu thought, "Looks like he is aiming for my left shoulder, but my instincts scream right. Is he fainting?" He dodged, but was still hit on the shoulder. He muttered to himself, "The feeling is off." As expected, a grade 1 divine refinement warrior's speed far exceeds mine. What happened with Wei In was not a fluke. Now that I am using foresight, my reaction speed actually lags. Qin Shiking said, "Only a grade 4, and you dare rely on intuition in front of me, showing off your axe at the carpenter's door." As he continued slashing at Qiao Mu thought, "No, thank goodness he has not refined his divine sense yet. If his divine refinement grade were higher, his willpower would suppress mine right now. I would be completely passive." Qiao Mu jumped down from the rooftop. His aura surged in power. Qin Shiking chased him and shouted, "Where are you running?" Qiao Mu said to himself, "Darn it. I have got no choice but to risk it all." System. Convert all skill points into fragmented void finger upgrade. System notification, 60 points consumed to unlock Fragmented Void Finger Minor Mastery, 100% skill learned. Chao Mu grinned in excitement, then used his fingers, piercing Qin Shiking's shoulder. Qin Shiking slid back from the force of the skill. Chao Mu thought, this Fragmented Void Finger is insane. Chao Mu exclaimed joyfully, haha, new god-tier skill acquired. Qin Shiking thought to himself, internal force can now project 10 meters with this much power. If I refine divine sense later, this strength could threaten both me and the immortal sect. This person must not be allowed to live. As he shouted, ha, and surged with powerful energy. As heavenly prison warden Qin Shiking fell silent, he clenched his fists tightly. Then, in an instant, he burst into a blazing aura. Chao Mu gasped. His energy just surged several times over in a flash. You have a phase 2 too? Chao Mu immediately fired his new skill at the approaching Qin Shiking, but his eyes widened in shock. It did not pierce. No, it feels like striking solid steel. Could this be the golden body technique sword demon mentioned? Is he from the Martial Alliance? Qin Shiking grabbed Chao Mu's hand and twisted it brutally, following up with a fierce punch straight to Chao Mu's stomach. Chao Mu was slammed into the wall, leaving a deep crater. Qin Shiking growled, this is the price for laying a hand on someone the immortal sect wants. Chao Mu coughed, blood on his lips, but smirked. Hey, the golden body technique really is incredible. But I have already accomplished what I came here for today. Just then, Fang Fang screamed, Master! Qin Shiking froze as he noticed a hole torn into the paper window. Fang Fang continued shouting, someone, help! Master is hurt! Master, master! Thank you so much for watching. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to help me grow my channel. Your support means the world to me. Don't forget to leave a comment below. I love hearing from you. Let's keep the conversation going and get those analytics buzzing. Until next time, take care.